Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's Wednesday, November 10th, 5:30, and I am headed back to the truck. I had scouted out an area earlier in the year, probably in August or September, a spot for me and my son to hunt in with a firearm, and put a camera out there, but it wasn't working. One of the cellular cameras, the camera wasn't working, wasn't sending me pictures, and I hadn't gotten a chance to get back out here until now. We plan on hunting this weekend, and I know it. I really should have been out here before this weekend, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I did what I came to do. I switched the cameras out, but I also scouted around a little bit the area, and I might have messed up by doing that, but I found a good little spot about 50 yards away from where we had planned on hunting. I found a rub and a scrape. So I put the new camera out right on that rub, and I kind of looked around for a good spot to set the pop up for my boy to get a good shot. And it's dense back up in there. It is thick, so it's probably gonna be tough, but I'm excited about it. I mean, we're only after a doe. There might be a big monster back in there, big mature monster that I might have messed up. He might not come around, but to be honest, we're after a doe anyway. I also saw a bunch of hog signs, and I'll show you all that here in a minute. But overall, successful little scouting mission, if you want to call it that. And check out what I found. Hey everybody. So I was talking about signs in earlier videos when you're scouting and what to be looking for. This is really just kind of basic for new hunters, for anybody who hasn't had to scout before. You know, I know when I first started hunting public land, before I started hunting public land, I'd only ever hunted private land with a feeder. I didn't need to scout anything. Everything was set up, you know, when I got there, and that's how I grew up as a kid. As an adult starting to hunt public land, I've been kind of learning some stuff, and I just wanted to point out a game trail. This is a super easy game trail to spot. I am on the Lone Star hiking trail right now in the National Forest, headed to a spot that I know that I like, and as I'm walking I see just an obvious another trail right here, right? And that same trail continues across. It was just super obvious to me. You can kind of see one here as well. So for anyone that's never seen one before, there's one here. And you know, that might be a good thing to follow. You can just kind of make out that path there. So maybe you're looking for a good spot and you're not sure what to look for. Maybe follow one of those. See what you find. This is what signs of hogs looks like. You can see this here is more recent, pretty recent looks like. I mean, the leaves and the pine cones, pine needles and whatnot have been falling pretty good lately. So you can see where these hogs have rooted up looking for food in here, and then you can see where they've done it, you know, in the past, all up around here. And you can kind of tell a little bit that this isn't as recent as that, you know, because of all the pine needles covering it. So this is a definite good sign for hog, for sure. You can tell that they've been here recent, and they've been here as well before. So they're coming back to this area. So this is the spot where me and my Me and my son kind of hunt sometimes, or it's kind of close to it. This is a great sign. I'm going to get a camera set up, and hopefully we'll see some hogs on it. I don't know what kind of scat that is, so y'all let me know in the comments. You know what? I'm thinking this is all a lot more recent. Look at that there. What's that? What do you think that is? What's that one? I think that's a hog, and I think that's a coyote. And I think that a lot of this is more recent, maybe, than I thought. Maybe a little guy, huh? Mr. Squirrel over here got me wishing I brought the shotgun or the 22. But I think a 5.56 is too much for him. Just a few yards away from where I showed you the rub just a minute ago, that little tiny thing. And I turn around and I saw this. So this is definitely the spot we want to hunt in. I'm going to find out exactly where we're going to set up the pop-up, so we'll have a good shot at anything that comes out. We're trying to get him on a doe, but hey, if that big buck comes out, we'll go after him too. So I'm going to set the camera up here on the scrape, and I'm going to back out of here. I think what I'm going to do is head out of here this way and try to back out, because there's a good game trails coming from that way in and from that way, and then kind of from, it seemed like that one kind of continues on to where I just came from. So I'm going to try to set my pop-up right about here. I know it's really close, but you know, it is what it is. You don't have a lot of options. Maybe I can set it right behind that log. Come a little ways off that rub and got a little scrape here, so I'm in the right spot for sure. That spot I thought I was gonna sit next to by that log wasn't quite 150 yards from the trail, so I'm trying to find a spot to put the pop up, and I think I'm gonna put it right here. It should be 150 from the. To look at, show y'all one thing here. I saw a boot print in the dirt over there, and then I came over here and I saw this, which tells me somebody was hunting here, right? And that's fine. Well, except for we're 25 yards away from a maintained trail. Got to be 150, folks. I tell you, I don't care that this guy's hunting here. It doesn't make any difference to me. I don't think it's unsafe. More than likely we'll be shooting into that berm there where the pond is. But, in fact, my first season, I set up right here. I didn't know it wasn't okay. I didn't shoot anything, but I did set up here thinking it was okay. So I can't blame the person. However, my new spot that I've just found is, it's not really new. Me and my son were hunting back over that way, and now I found a spot about 125 yards that way where I found some good sign. set a camera up on it, and I think that we'll hunt that this weekend. But if I come out here this weekend and I see a guy sitting right there 25 yards off of the main trail, like, I'm not going to back out. He's not where he's supposed to be, and that shouldn't, I shouldn't be punished because this guy's not doing the right thing. So for all you people that want to hate on me, tell me that I shouldn't, you know, if there's a hunter there this weekend, y'all are going to see it. And people are going to say, well, you should have just backed out. Well, I mean, he's not where he's supposed to be. So this is how I get to my spot. And I know some people aren't going to like it, but it is what it is. He's not where he's supposed to be. He's not following the rules. So we got to walk past him. We got to walk past him.